Good morning, everybody. It's Friday. It's Friday. Finally, we're here, and I wish I had some exciting news for you. There's nothing to share. There's nothing new. There's nothing going on. There's just things. Actually, I do have something. We talk about these guys all the time. I have this one. Bring it up to the camera. He's a little Coke can, and I thought, man, people love Coca-Cola like collectible stuff. So I bought a whole case of these, which is 6, and I kept one for myself, and I sold the other 5 on eBay, thinking it would take me a little while. That's something that I've done for a while. I'll just buy a case of them and then sell the extras. And in doing that, I sold them all in like 2 days, and I made profit on the box, and I got to keep one for free. So not a bad deal. But I've added that one. There's also, you guys may have noticed, there's another new addition here on the shelf. Get that off of there. This is Grumpy Cat. I thought that was a good one too. So I've got a couple. I bought a case of these too. I thought these would be popular. So those are all on eBay. Sell them on eBay. I also sell baseball cards and all sorts of other stuff on there. But I feel like I've been going to the post office almost every day lately, selling something. It's been kind of cool. And I have way more baseball cards coming in, so we need to sell those too. So that's all I've really got going on today. I'm excited because the show that I do on the Alexa channel called Alexa and Friends, we're now doing an episode every single week. Developers. Good morning, Zach, man. What was I talking about? Oh, Alexa and Friends. So we do an episode every week now. We did one yesterday with one of our Alexa champions, Sarah Andrew Wilson. Had a fantastic conversation with her about what they're doing over at Matchbox and what they're building and what they're thinking about and what the future looks like. She actually made a really good analogy about R2-D2 and C-3PO and how you can think about them as different voice bots and how that might be what the future looks like. It was fantastic. So if you get an opportunity, go check that out. It's available on the Alexa Twitch channel as just a video on demand. It's also on the YouTube channel. So I'd love your thoughts and opinions and all that stuff on what you thought of that episode. But the reason I'm bringing this up is because we now have a guest every week. So there's always somebody cool to talk to on Thursdays at noon Eastern. And in a couple of weeks, I'm talking with a woman named Kayoko Yanagasawa from the Amazon Science team. We're going to be talking all about text-to-speech and things like that. And she and I recorded some commercials for it this morning. So not like TV commercials, but we're going to put some videos out on some of the social channels and let people know that, hey, this episode's coming up. We're going to see if we can drum up some audience. So good morning, Jan Blank. Good to see you. Where's the sound? It should happen now. There it is. So good morning, everybody. That's the quick story time. You guys also know that I've had some issues with my camera in the past, and I got a new one of these. This is the Elgato Camlink. I got a brand new one. I feel like this is the issue. The device that I have is having some problems. It's the only failure point I can figure out in my system. The camera is always working, and if I plug it into something else, it still gets a signal. So when the camera goes out on me, it's not that. And the computer is working just fine. The USB ports are working just fine. It just seems to be the Camlink device. So I ordered a new one to see if that's potentially my issue, but I haven't installed it yet. So I will have to do that at some point. But yesterday we made some really good progress. We got to a point where we were thinking about having an in-skill purchase inside of our skill for each of the categories that a user could buy. And so if they said, give me a sports question, we would say, oh, you don't actually own that category. Would you like to buy it? You can always ask for a random question, but if you want a specific one, like sports, then you need to purchase it. And that's something that we started yesterday. So where we got is that the user can get through that purchase process, but we don't catch the response back yet. We don't do anything meaningful with that. We don't ask them the question that they wanted in the first place. So we need to do that. And then we also want to install a subscription, which follows a very similar model. And in that subscription model, if they buy the subscription, then they have access to all of the categories. So that's the stuff that we're going to try and get done today. I don't know if we'll accomplish all of it, but that's where I'm setting my sights. And that's where I'd like to head. So let's do it. Let's get right into some code. There's my screen. And I think we're ready to go here. So I need to fire up the debugger. That's always a good thing to have. And just to give a quick recap, in here, we're going to rip some of this stuff out. But in here, if they matched an existing category, so this is when they say, give me a sports question. We come in here, we figure out what the name and the ID of the category they wanted is. Then we call out to the monetization service client. and we say get the in-scale products, and the one we care about specifically is the one that has the name of the category that they indicated. So we want to see if they own the category that they asked for. If they don't, so if it's purchasable, and I need to change this logic, I don't think purchasable is the thing that I actually want, but if it is available for purchase, which means they don't own it, then we send an upsell directive, and this upsell directive is going to say something like, you don't currently own that category, but you can unlock it. Would you like to know more? And if they say yes, great, then we will take them to the purchase process. That happens automatically. But if they don't, then we need to catch that and do some things with it. And that's what we started building yesterday, was this by success. This is where we say, hey, we want to be able to now retrieve the persisted category that they asked for and ask the user a question. And if they said no, then we want to be like, okay, cool, man, no problem. You can always ask for a random question or something like that. So what we should probably do is take this. I think the declined is easier. So what I think we'll do is we'll just, here, let's at least create a speak output value, because I'm going to need to use that. Const speak output. And this is going to be something like, and I need to think about what Alexa actually says. This is a flow that changes from time to time, and I want to make sure that I'm not repeating the kinds of things that Alexa generally says when a purchase goes down. So we'll work through that to make sure that we test it well. But I'm going to say, you can always ask for a random question, but to choose a specific category requires, to choose a specific category, you need to unlock it. You need to unlock it. You can always ask for a random category. To choose a specific category, you need to unlock it. And then we should probably also have, you can do something like const data equals require data. And then this is going to be const action query, the thing we do all the time. No, it's just going to be await data.get random speech. Be data.speech types action query. And then this is going to be, we can bring helper in too. And this is going to be helper get locale handler input. Okay, so I have my action query. We're going to need to create a new data type for this, for our speech. And in order to, well, we can just check and make sure this is working. So what we can do here is let's do, I don't know what I'm going to call this, but it's not going to be speak output. So we're going to do const speak output equals, and this is going to be explanation. And action query. Okay. And then this becomes speak output, and this one becomes action query. I think we've talked about this plenty, but I want to make sure that I'm explaining myself. So speak output is going to be the combination of explanation and action query. So we're going to say, you can always look for a random question, but to choose a specific category, you need to unlock it. And then we're going to say, like, what do you want to do next? Or what would you like to try now? But if they don't say anything, if they don't respond, Alexa reprompts them. And so with that reprompt, what I want to do is just give them this part, which is, what do you want to do now? So we just take that same action query and tack it on here at the end. So this by declined, we should be done with this. I mean, we're going to need to take this into the database, but this should generally be good to go. So let's go take a look at that. If I say, well, let's reset our purchases too. I don't know which one I just tried to buy. What did I do earlier? Food and drink. So let's reset the purchases on that. Great. And then in here, we're still in the skill. So now I should be able to say, give me a food question.
You don't currently own that category, but you can unlock it. Would you like to know more?
And I'm just going to say no.
Okay. You can always ask for a random category.
Nice.
But to choose a specific category, you need to unlock it. What should we do this time?
So that worked perfectly. So the user said, no, I don't want to buy it. And we said, in Alexa, I don't get a choice in this. Alexa says, okay. Then it gets handed back to me and I can say whatever I want to say. So it would be silly for me to say, okay. I just say, you can always ask for a random category, but you can choose a specific category. But to choose a specific category, you need to unlock it. What should we do this time? And then we're off and running. So I want to try one more thing, which is give me a food question. I want to say yes to tell me more.
You don't currently own that category, but you can unlock it. Would you like to know more?
Yes, I'd like to know more. And this is where it offers me the
This
price.
will unlock all of the food and drink questions in TKO Trivia. Prime members save 20 cents. Without Prime, your price is $1 plus tax. Would you like to buy it?
And if I say no here, it should be the same thing.
Okay. You can always ask for a random category.
Cool.
But to choose a specific category, you need to unlock it. What would you like to do now? You can start today's game or ask for a trivia question.
Okay, so I think those are the two scenarios in which the user can say no. No, I don't want to know more, and no, I don't want to buy it. When they said yes the first time. So that gets us all to a place where we're like, okay, cool. Well, here's the things you can do then. The next step is to handle our yeses. And we built most of this yesterday, right? So we have this buy success handler. If we look at our index, this is when they come in. It was an upsell or a buy that's sticking out here at the end. If it was an upsell or a buy and it was accepted, so this means they actually made the purchase, then we go to our buy success handler. And in here, we just say you did it. So I think we tested this yesterday. Yes, it does what we want it to do. Yes, we have the information. But what we want to do, what should really happen here is we shouldn't say you did it. We should say, okay, here's your sports question or whatever category it happens to be. So the first step in this is we need to go get the category that they wanted because we don't know it. One of the downsides to using ISPs and to be able to hand all of this stuff off to Alexa to kind of handle all that transaction work for us is that we lose our session. We lose all the data that we had about our user. And so because of that, I persisted who the user is and what their category selected was at the moment that I handed everything off. So in the question intent, right here, we're saving our category to the database. So what I need is a new function, which is going to be here in data. So we have one called put user category, which looks like that. But what we want is a get, and we're going to do like get specific. Yeah, this is fine. So we'll use this as our example. File, save as. I just realized that I have a small change that I need to make to system. There we go. Okay. Now we're actually in science and technology. Good morning, everyone. There's a bunch of folks here, but I haven't seen you in the chat. Drop in, say hey. I would love to know who's here and would love to chat with all of you. So there's Gold Zulu. Good morning, Gold Zulu. So this is going to be get user category. I think that's what we called the other one, right? Put user category. So we'll do get user category. Okay. So this needs to be put user category. Terraform, that's another word, category. And that we'll fix that all in a second, but we want to get the index right also. So put user. I want get user category. Const get user category equals require like that. Get user category. Then I need to actually fix this. Get user category. Okay, so in here we're going to call out to user. Do I even need to do that? I wonder if I even need to call this. I may already have this data. We should look at that. There's one thing I've been meaning to look up. If I do this. It's not that. There's a place where I do. Get random question. Is this where it gets written out? Right here. That's constantly showing up in my logging, and I don't want it there. Okay. Get specific achievement. Yeah, I have this living everywhere. That's why I keep seeing it. Okay. Great. Okay, I just solved the problem that's been bugging me. But I think that if we look at, I got to close all these files. Let's close down everything and get back to what we were doing. By success handler. In here, I may already know. Let's just do this. Console.log handler input. So we'll leave it with the you did it. But what I want to see right here is, do I actually retrieve the user's record again and have the category that do I already have that information? That would be amazing if that just happens. So let's go see what happens. I'm going to say give me a food question.
You don't currently own that category, but you can unlock it. Would you like to know more?
Yes, I would like to know more.
This will unlock all of the food and drink questions in TKO Trivia. Prime members save 20 cents. Without Prime, your price is $1 plus tax. Would you like to buy it?
Yes, I would like to buy it. And it should say you did it.
A 4-digit code to confirm the purchase. Great. Your order is complete and I've emailed you a receipt. You did it.
So you did it is the key. But what I want to see is when we get down here into all of this, I have my handler input. In here, I have request envelope. In here, I have session. In here, I have user. That's not good, though. So I feel like I should, if I think about how this normally works, all of these session attributes are here. But when Alexa hands everything off, when it comes back, why am I not getting my user? Well, I probably am. But it wouldn't come in. It wouldn't come in this way. Okay, I think I do have the data I need. I just need to do this in a slightly different way. So we need to get my session attributes. Let's find a place that has my session attributes. Launch. Yeah. And then let's do this.
All right. Your wish is my command.
Cool. Session attributes. And then what I want to do here is we can't do that. Let's just do it this way. Okay, so let's try that one more time. I've got to go back and reset my purchase, which is easy. Reset. Zella's here. Good morning, Zella. Okay, let's try this again. Give me a food question. We can find that up here. Do you want to know more about it? Yes.
You don't currently know.
You want to buy it?
Unlock all of the
Yes.
food. Please say your 4-digit code.
4444.
Great. Your order is complete and I've emailed you a receipt. You did it.
You did it. Okay, so now session attributes has user inside user fields. I just have to ask for it. I just have to ask for it because it's there. It's there. So I think this is looking really good. What I have to do is in my get user. Again, this is the one thing about how things are working with Airtable is that I have to tell it which fields I want, not which fields I don't want. So here I just have to add this. And my category name is something. Persisted category. Okay. It looks to me like I will already have this data. So we'll refresh this. We'll do it one more time. I just want to see that category come through. And once we have the category, we can ask the question. That's good. Come in here, give me a food question.
You don't currently own
I
that
know.
category, but
Yes.
you can unlock it. This will unlock.
Yes.
Please say your 4-digit.
4444.
Great. Your order is complete and I've emailed you a receipt. You did it.
You did it. Okay, so this time we should see in our session attributes, in user, in fields, persisted category, and we have our category ID. That's amazing. Okay, so with that data, if we look at how we do most everything else, let's go look at the question intent as an example of this. The question intent, down here, I get a question by using the category ID in the locale, and then I just ask the question, and this takes care of everything. So I really need these two. I don't even know why I have user ID here. I'm guessing we thought we needed that and we didn't. So I take this by success. We're going to need that. Const category ID equals, this is going to be session attributes dot user dot fields dot persisted category. That becomes this category ID. I have my handler input. I now have my question, handler input, and all of this goes away. So, and then this should kick us right back into our loop of questions and answers. So we, with 4 lines of code, are able to retrieve the user's persisted category, get a random question from that category, and ask it. Let's see if it's really that easy. It's not going to be that easy because I haven't included data. So we got to take just a moment here. Let's take these. I caught it. Jeff, I need to focus on the important things. APL's coming, my friend. APL's coming. We need to do some beautiful layouts of the question text. We need. I have these really nice, rich logos for each category. I want those to be very present. I have visuals for all of the answers once they're done. I have lots that I want to do with APL. We just haven't gotten there yet. I'm going to be leaning on you, I'm sure, to get some help with some of this stuff too, because I'm capable of APL. I'm not nearly at your level though. You are a wizard. You're a wizard, Harry. All right, so that's that. So let's go now see if we actually get our question. Reset our food and drink one more time. And then the last thing that I want to do is add the other categories. We only added 5 yesterday, but there's 20. So we need to get the other 15 categories in here and working. All right, so give me a food question.
You don't currently own.
Yes.
This will unlock.
Yes.
Please say your 4-digit code to confirm the purchase.
Yes. And now give me a question.
Great. Your order is complete and I've emailed you a receipt. Here's one from the food and drink category. What famous invention was introduced by the Chillicothe Baking Company on July 7, 1928?
And we're right into a question. This is awesome. This is super cool. I want to see what happens if I say bread. Does bread on its own
What is your answer?
trigger the right answer? I hope not. It does.
Kaboom! You got that one right. The answer was sliced bread.
I have to think about how to do that.
You just achieved an achievement. You have officially answered 50 questions correctly. You can say something like,
The achievements are working so nice. This is another APL thing we'll have to do.
What will it be?
Give me a science question or you can start today's game. What will it be? All right, so we're now done with the APL stuff for selling categories. Well, we're not totally done. The other piece that I need to do over here is to get the rest of these over. So technology is one. So let's come into this. This doesn't take very long, but I'm just going to have to take the time to save and link each one of these. So now we have 6. TV and radio. But I want them to be promoted on the Amazon.com website. So we've got to save link. Another thing we need to do, I'm going to add this. So add in skill purchases. Request a specific category or quiz. So this was probably too broad an issue, but let's create a new issue that is come on, new issue, please. Offer a subscription for all categories. That's great. We need another new issue, which is allow users to say buy the sports category. Bypass the upsell. Okay. Couple of new issues there. That's good. But I think I can clear this one then. Add in-skill purchasing when a user requests a specific category quiz. I'm going to call that closed. Because that is now done once we get the rest of our categories in here. Tradition and beliefs. I'm glad that I created these a long time ago. This is so much better. Save. Link to skill. Thank you, Gold Zulu. I thought this was a nice way to not only do it for myself, but to make it public.
Your wish is my command.
This way, if you guys see things or you're like, man, he should think about this, you guys can add to the list too. That's half the fun. Okay, link to skill. We're making our way. Miscellaneous. Okay, link. Almost there. I wish it would tell me how many I have. It just says show more, but it doesn't tell me how many I actually have. That would be really useful. Edit. Link. Next is politics. Okay, we're getting there. Music. Link. Why didn't that play, Zachman? I was expecting that to go right through. Commands. No, God, no. Sound files there. I don't know why that didn't work. It does have a cooldown, but I don't think that's the issue.
No, God, please,
Oh, what?
No.
I wonder if the cooldown changed it. Anyway, that works now. Language. I'm going to spend some time with this weekend tweaking up the chatbot to add more commands, more sound effects, more visuals on screen. Because I think it's cool when you do commands and the genie pops over my video. Right, so you get the genie pops up there. So I'll add more things like that. I'll try to have that for that kind of effect for everything. I don't have it for everything, but I do have it for 2319.
2319! We have a 2319!
Just fun little ways to add some fun.
All right, hey. All right, good job, guys. Let's just not come in tomorrow. Let's just take a day.
Language has already been moved, I believe. Geography is next. Next. Save. Link. Literature. Link. Zachman, what quote do we want from Always Sunny? Do you just want the theme music? Like that the violin music that plays at the beginning of the show? Is that what you're thinking? The gang tries to code a feature. Yeah, that's a little trickier because I would love for you guys to be able to write what you think, what it should say. That's trickier, but we can definitely get that intro to show up. Maybe we should do that. Maybe I should have a new I wish I could just have issues for myself because I've got issues. But let's see. Let's create a new. I wonder if I could just do this new repository, and we'll call this stream chatbot public. I don't need any of that. Create repository issues. And we'll make this the place where you guys can make requests. I think this is probably better than using the chatbot itself. Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Intro theme. Okay. So if you guys want to see things added, add them to the issues there, and I'll spend some time over on the weekends kind of going through those and adding them. Link to skill. So if you guys have requests, if you have personal songs you want or whatever, just let me know in the issues and I'll happily add them. I think the more engaging and fun the chatbot can be, the better. I think that should be the last one. So let's see. I have, according to this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 down to politics. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 down to business world. 16, 17, 18, 19. Why do I have only 19? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Which one am I missing? Oh, the nightmare of figuring out which one's missing is going to be great. Category. I think there's 20 here. Is it United States? Did I just nail it right out of the gate? It is. It's United States. So we need to create one new ISP. Create in-skill product.
I have a plan.
I have a plan. United States. This is a one-time purchase. Create in-skill product. Add a new language, English US. This contains all of the United States questions. Good thing I did this. United States, I have all of these. If we go into my GitHub for this, and I have media, and I have icons, and this is what the icons look like. And I have United States. And which one do you want? Do you want the big or the small one? Small one. Then we'll do the same thing for the big one. This is the purchase prompt description. This is the purchase confirmation description. That's weird. I don't remember hearing it use that, but we're going to save just so we have this here. Save text categories software because I don't know why. Save. So now if I look at my in-skill products, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, sports and games. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, history. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, because it didn't link it. Okay. What's not complete?
Well, hello, beautiful.
Oh, maybe it was that. Link it. Yes. Okay. That's what we wanted. All right. So we have our 20th product now. That means all of them should be there and available. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It seems like it adds 5 in each time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We have 20. So there you go. We have our 20 categories all listed. We have a blocker. So now I should be able to say, give me a science question. It should immediately, even though we've never tested this, it should sell me the category. And as I say that, it's going to prove me wrong.
You don't currently own that category,
Oh, there we go.
but you can unlock it. Would you like to know more?
What's the magic one, Zach, man? I don't even remember some of these. Oh, it's another Joker one. That's a cooldown too. I wonder if that's... Let's try that again.
How about a magic trick?
There you go. Okay, so we're making our way. We've got the categories going. The last little piece that I want to fix is in the buy declined. I have actual speech here in my content. I want to get rid of that. So this is, I don't know what to call this, but I'm going to take this piece, go to our database. And in our database, we're going to have a new speech type, which is ENUS. This is going to be by declined. I have to remember that it's going to start with okay, something like that. And then I'm going to say, you can always ask for a random category, but to choose a specific category, you have to purchase it. You can always ask for a random category question. However,
Guys, I'm bringing the party to you.
there we go. So that is by decline. So then in the code, we should be able to just do this. This is going to be by declined. And then in my speech types, we have no B's yet. By declined. By decline. Okay, so that by success doesn't have any of its own content, and she already says like, you've purchased it. I've sent you a receipt. All is good. So then I can come right back and just be like, here's your. Well, I should probably have something. Thanks for your purchase or something like that. Buy accepted. Thanks for your. What does she say? Great, your order is complete and I've emailed you a receipt. And then I could say, thanks for your purchase. Here's a question from the food and drink category. Here's your question. And that's fine. It's just all speech. Thanks for your purchase. Your support makes it possible to continue growing our library of questions. Thank you for buying No, because I'm going to probably use this for the subscription too. Thank you for, thank you. We really appreciate your support. Okay, so that's by accepted. We're going to do the same thing over here now, where in by declined we have one of these. Accepted. And then we got to add that to our speech tip. So by accepted goes right here. And then right here. Okay. Okay. We can do this now. So we did food and drink earlier. We should just reset that one again. Suzella, see, you and I are polar opposites in that way. I love writing the speech for the skill and thinking about, I mean, look at this. I like the fact that I have a database where I can come in and write 8, 10 different versions of each thing is my favorite. I love it. I love being able to write all these unique ways to put sentences together and write variations on those sentences and even be able to plug things in. You can see the system I'm using here. Like I call and say, give me an achievements unlocked speech part. And it grabs, you just unlocked count achievements. And then I replace count with an actual value. So I'm dynamically kind of modifying and playing with the speech. I think this is awesome. And this is a system that I've come up with on my own, but it's really quite refined from where I was originally. And I love this, man. It's so, the coolest part about this for me is that because it lives in a database, if I want to add something new, I can add it and it's instantly live. It's just part of my skill. I don't have to go to play files or code or anything. It's pulling from this database live. And if I realize like, oh, you know what? I really don't like this statement. I don't want to use this anymore. I click this is disabled and it's instantly pulled from circulation. All of my queries, everything that talks to my database checks to make sure that is disabled isn't true. If it is true, then it doesn't include it in any of my queries. So it makes it very easy to add and subtract content from my skill live as I go. I love it.
All right, good job, guys.
Um,
Come in tomorrow.
So this is all my stuff. We just keep adding to it, and I'll sort these up. So that should be pretty cool now. So now let's try buying something again. So we'll say, give me the sports question.
You don't currently own that category, but you can unlock it. Would you like to know more?
Yes. Oh, I got to change that one too.
This is the purchase prompt description. Prime members save 20 cents. Without Prime, your price is $1 plus tax. Would you like to buy it?
I just realized that my upsell message, which is in the question intent, my upsell message right here, you don't currently own that category. I was like, man, that's a tired statement. I keep hearing it. This needs to be, we'll call this category upsell because we could have subscription upsell too. Let's do this. Yen US category upsell. You don't currently own that category, but you can unlock it. Would you like to know more? And then we can do category upsell. Oops. It looks like you don't own that category yet. Would you like to unlock it? We could do dozens of these. EN, US. Let's see. It appears you haven't unlocked that category yet. Would you would you like to purchase it yet? That's good. Category upsell is my new thing. This becomes, I think we can just do this right here. Await data dot get random speech data dot speech types dot category upsell helper dot get locale and their input. I think we can do that right there. Why we couldn't do that there? Well, it'll tell me if I can't. And if I have to get it someplace else, that's okay. So then I need to take category upsell, add that to my speech types. Category upsell, category Q. Great. Category query. try this another way. So let's say, give me a sports question. What does it do here?
Sorry, I'm having trouble understanding.
Yeah, I was afraid of that. Okay.
Hmm.
Open Jeff's trivia game. Oh my gosh, it's already 11. Almost 11.
Welcome to TKO Trivia. The trivia game.
Give me a science question. Did I already buy science?
Oops. It looks like you don't own that category yet. Would you like to unlock it?
Would I like to unlock it? Yeah. Let's do it.
This is the purchase prompt description. Prime members save 20 cents. Without Prime, your price is $1 plus tax.
I have to go back through all of
Would
those.
you like to buy it?
Do you have the talk today at Data Driven Skills, Jeff? I do, Gold Zulu. And that's actually where I'm headed right after this. Is I've been meaning to check my calendar to make sure I have everything lined up and proper. But today, Friday, I'm speaking at Data Driven Skills. The Nashville Alexa meetup is at 1 p.m. Eastern today. And it looks like I have a meeting at 11:30 also. So I'm gonna have to wrap up here in just a minute. Because once the meetings start, they don't stop, and I need to make sure that I eat. It's definitely not in person. I wish it were. But no, it'll be remote for sure. It'd be tough to get to Nashville in time. That's about a 6-hour drive from here. It's only about an hour flight, but I'd have to be at the airport. Okay. So would you like to buy it? Yes. Let's hear this purchase work.
Please say your 4-digit code to confirm the purchase. Great. Your order is complete and I've emailed you a receipt.
Uh-oh.
Something is definitely very broken. If only I could fix it myself.
What did I break?
Sorry for the inconvenience. I've notified our developers. Let's start over. What would you like to do now?
Cannot read property get session attributes of undefined. That's weird. So the buy success handler this literally just worked. Why would that not work?
Oh, God, please, no! No!
Thank you, Zach, man.
No!
Why? Handler input dot attributes manager. I get that's definitely right. I could swear we just had this working a second ago. I didn't change anything. So let's go. I just purchased the science. I just purchased the science category. So let's go reset that. And try that again. Give me a science question.
Oops. It looks like you don't own that category yet.
So Zella, you're right. It
Would
does
you like
happen
to
in the
unlock
ask
it?
question, but what's happening is it doesn't seem to be able to find handler input, which is right here. So if I look at ask question, right here, let's find my error that we had a second ago. I just erased it. Well, let's get the error again. Yes, please.
This is the purchase prompt. Please say your 4-digit code to confirm the purchase.
4s.
Great. Your order is complete and I've emailed you a receipt. It appears our trivia questions are better than our programmers. Something just broke. I'm so
So-
sorry about that.
Ask
You could
question.
start a quiz or ask for a question. What should I do?
Is question handler input data. And when I call it, it's ha ha ha. That's why I just wasn't paying attention to what I did there. That's what it is. Question handler input data, quiz question list, and pre-speech. So okay, that's all. That's it. I wasn't thinking. It's fixed now. Let's go back to, I gotta reset it again. Science. Cool. Give me a science question. This should work now.
It appears you haven't unlocked that category yet. Would you like to purchase it?
Yes, I would.
This is the purchase prompt description.
Yes, I would.
Please say your 4-digit code.
There's my 4-digit code, and then this time it'll work, right?
Great. Your order is complete and I've emailed you a receipt. Thanks for your purchase. Your support
All right,
makes it
hey.
possible to continue
All right,
growing
good
our
job,
library
guys.
of questions.
Let's just not
This
come
is
in
a
tomorrow.
fun science
Let's just
question for you.
take a day.
Within 1, how many noble gases are there on the periodic table of elements?
So cool. Okay, so this is good, guys. I feel like we're in a pretty good spot where I have a couple of other intents, and
Alrighty.
we need to
You
work
got
on
that
our.
one
I'll let
right.
her finish.
6 was the correct answer. Helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, and radon. What would you like to do now? You can start today's game or ask for a trivia question.
So I have a couple more intents that I need to build. I need you to be able to buy a category directly. We definitely have some other issues, and then we have the entire APL. I know Goldzula's like, push it to beta today, but like we've got plenty we still need to do before we can really get this thing out there. So let me go to my GitHub, TKO Trivia. Let's look at our issue list. I haven't added the subscription yet. I haven't added this buy. Offer subscription. When multiple, that's just a lifelong thing. Let's look down here. Should be able to play a curated brand new daily game of 10 questions. This isn't true yet. This is one of the things that makes me scared actually of publishing this skill, is that somehow I have to produce 10 questions a day. The repeat intent doesn't do what it's supposed to do. We have some achievement things that we wanted to add. Users should be able to ask for their stats. All of that stuff isn't built. What achievements have I completed? Consecutive correct answers. We need a new issue, which is just all the APL. So yeah, there's still stuff to do. As much as I would love to be able to push it and get it out into some beta users' hands, I don't think I'm ready yet. But I don't think we're very far. I think that we could be really close by the end of this month, probably sooner than that. But if I only work an hour a day like I just did today, that's obviously going to make it harder. So let's think about this. Let's wrap up for today. Let's go see who we can raid. It's going to be C# Fritz today, it looks like. And I will be back here on Monday, and we'll start chunking away at our list. In the meantime, and this is homework for all of you, come to this stream chatbot repository that I just created. I posted a link. Add stuff. Like I want to make our our chatbot experience, the sound effects, the screen effects, all that stuff. I want to make it more robust, but I'd love your ideas. So if you have ideas, throw them on there. There's no dumb ideas. I'd love to have anything you've got. So with that, I'm going to wrap up for today, and we'll be back here bright and early Monday morning. Thank you guys all so much for tuning in. It's always great to chat and discuss stuff with you. And Zella, thanks for all the feedback and help. You guys are great. Bye, everybody.